Lopez. He won his titles at lightweight and junior.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from New York, here is one of boxing's all-time great.
A lot of pre-match. Here we go for round 1. Nice straight. Solid punch. Usually you don't have to worry about getting a sunburn when you're fighting, Johnny, but that's certainly the case today with the sun blazing.
In such heat, the cornermen need to be able to do their job. Think about what they're doing. One to cool you down, one to ice you back, one to give you instructions in your head, and one to just calm you to tell you what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong. Because that's the most important thing. Forget about the heat. Forget about everything else.
They exchange punches. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
We wanted action, and they are giving us action. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Can't find a home for that jab. Good counter punch. The straight right just misses. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Robinson. On to the second round. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
A perfect counter shot. You can't connect with that right hook. Way through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Counter punching. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. The straight right just misses. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Robinson in that last. And there's the bell to start round 3. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
missed with that hook. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. You got to like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. This is a high-octane battle. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Defense is not an option for these two. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. There's the bell for round 4. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Which fighter will say no mas? You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
That right hook's blocked. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tell. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Robinson in that last round. There's the bell to start round 5. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
A straight right just misses. Good defense with that left jab. That right hook won't score. Well, you know, in this division, you got to have speed and you got to have footwork, or you're going to be a cooked goose.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
5 seconds to go. That right hook won't score. That right hook won't score. Well, you know, in this division, you got to have speed and you got to have footwork, or you're going to be a cooked goose. I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam. Good defense there to stop that hook. The straight right just misses. No rest for the weary. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. This is the beginning of round 6. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter shot. Blistering hand speed from both of these outstanding lightweights.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
The straight right just misses. Both men step back for just a moment. Real good back and forth between these two fighters.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
It's not always about who hits harder. In this division, ring IQ can go a long way.
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Do you believe this? This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Robinson in that. Here comes round 7. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you.
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. And the takeover's in some big trouble now. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Nice job blocking the hook. Here we go with these two lightning-quick lightweights.
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That right hook not connecting. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Sugar Ray is down. How about that impact? Let's see that again in slow motion.
I need to see that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Give me your word.
Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
Come on, you back into the fight.
Round 8, and we're off again. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down.
Wow, let's take another look at that.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're okay.
The referee deems they can continue, but this might be a big mistake.
Look at his corner, look at the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner, somehow get to the end of the round.
Robinson goes to the canvas. You could see it in their eyes. They saw that punch coming, and there was nothing they could do.
I've got to see that again.
So the fight will continue, but what does the game plan have to look like now?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
You need to pick things up here in the second half of the round.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place.
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. And that's it.
Feeling like I got a brand new contract. Armed and dangerous and ready for comeback. Soon as I catch him on sight, it's contact. I get the job done proper, there's no comebacks. That's not fair, people hoping on the balance. But either you got that magic or you haven't. And we were born and blessed with all this talent. Soon as we give it a task, it's so apparent I'm fully prepared, fully activated and ready. Focused on the target, grab my weapon, hold it steady, your name. You know that aim rain's heavy. Got the beast in me screaming out, let me out the cage. I ain't gotta do it with rage. The days are numbered, see my steps are calculate. On time, not a second hour late. Witnessing the mastery that we display like a hitman. Yeah. See, I go in and get the job done. Yeah, I'm moving like a hitman. See, I go in and get the job done. They don't want none. I got that experience like I've been doing this for centuries. Before the events I would practice but it was empty. Never needed approval, all I needed was improvement. Got swift with the movement, I attack and defend. We ain't in the same league, we breathe the same air. They act out of fear, that ain't the same here. They don't know why they came, I know my lane clear. And when I need to switch
you